Hey guys, Marsake here bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we got a bunch of news earlier today on some EZA'S coming out on JP, but we do have a few things releasing on Global, both tomorrow and on the Tuesday. We had a thing appear in the news today for the game, this update here, the Wrath of the Dragon story event. We're getting a story event. Basically, it was an old story event. It's been revamped into Dragon Ball Story, so under that separate heading, which means it has been all reset. Beating the stages will get you a few stones, and there's a couple of updates as well. So we have a new support memory, gift from the hero, which is the Kid Trunks receiving Tapion's sword. The story event that existed previously is of course now unavailable, and it will be re-updated into this new DB story. So this is where you farm the SR Kid Trunks, who's going to be getting his EZA as well. This is the support memory that we get over here. If we switch over to the wiki view, is the gift from a hero. Storied figures, category allies, attack and defense 10% for 2 turns from the start of battle. I mean, it's kind of mid, right? I mean, the support memory animation is cool, but I mean, if we take a look at the storied figures category, I mean, where are we realistically using this support memory? I guess if you're running like Team Bardock for something, maybe. But yeah, pretty mid support memory, unfortunately. But I guess it is what it is. But this is we can take a look at the updated Wrath of the Dragon story event here. We will be able to get there's a couple of farmable free-to-play units. It's a shame they didn't do anything with the Int Saiyaman 2 or the Physical Saiyaman 2 and the Int Saiyaman. But yeah, these are the stages as it stands currently. I think this is the JP version of the story event, and then the Kid Trunks gets an awakening and will be getting an Extreme Z area as well. There's the medals, of course, that get added on stage 4 to awaken the Trunks character. So tomorrow we are getting the TEQ Tapion EZA. So TEQ Tapion, he EZA's with medals from the AGL Tapion Extreme Z Battle event. This event is currently available to do in the game. It's not in the Portal of Memories, which means you can do it from the main menu. It does mean using stamina, though, unfortunately, as it is a sub-EZA. I kind of prefer when these ones are with the EZA keys, just because you don't use those keys for anything else. It's not really a huge waste to have to then use them to farm these sub-EZAs, but you can go ahead and farm these EZAs now. Like, if you have nothing else to do in the game, farm these medals now so that you can just EZA Tapion as soon as the update becomes available tomorrow morning. It's morning for me. I think it's like midnight in Pacific time, but you need 12 bronze medals, 20 silver, 12 gold, and 12 rainbow, and then you can EZA this Tapion. So Tapion becomes pretty interesting for a sub EZA. He raises attack and defense on super and lowers attack. He gets a medium chance to crit as part of his kit. Then he gets additional attack and defense 80% and performs a crit when there's a movie bosses category enemy. So that's interesting for things like the movie bosses Red Zone 2 that will be coming out fairly soon and getting the final stages in the start of the anniversary. He changes STR orbs to rainbow. Now, because it's a specific orb type, it means you can plan ahead, right? Like the turn before he's going to be on the rotation, you can potentially leave a bunch of STR orbs, and then you know you're going to get a bunch of rainbow orbs. And then he gets extra buffs based on the rainbow orbs that you pick up. So he's a support unit for movie heroes, giving movie heroes allies attack and defense 40%. And then he has dodge chance 30%, and movie heroes allies 2 key and chance to get a crit 20% with a rainbow orb obtained. So as long as you've picked up 1 rainbow orb, he's giving movie heroes 40% attack and defense, 2 key, 20% chance to crit, and then he has a 30% chance to dodge. And then every rainbow orb that you pick up from the second one gives him 10% extra dodge chance. Then when you pick up 3 or more rainbow orbs, you get an extra 80% attack and defense, and it's when attacking, which means it is a multiplicative buff. So as long as you're able to pick up 3 rainbow orbs, he's giving a decent amount of support. 3 rainbow orbs would put him at 50% chance to dodge, and he's getting extra attack and defense. So because he has the crit chance on passive, which is increasing with the well, it's 30% chance to crit or guaranteed against the movie boss. You probably just want to give this guy a lot of additional dodge as kind of the secondary, because he can build up a decent amount of dodge. There will be those turns if you can't plan ahead, like you kill the boss and you start a new phase with Tapion on rotation. You obviously won't have had the opportunity to set up orbs previously, so there could be turns where you're only able to get maybe one rainbow orb with him, and that means he's not getting as much of a dodge chance, but he's still going to be a fairly solid support unit. We're definitely going to do the Rainbow Level 10 Link showcase for him. I actually really want to see how well he's going to go on the STR Super Saiyan 3 Goku team, because they're not really going to share any links outside of Fierce Battle, but he's giving that Goku an extra 40% attack and defense as well as more crit chance, which that Goku already has high crit chance as it is anyway. So that Super Saiyan 3 Goku is going to be able to do so much damage if you have him with a good link partner and then this Tapion on the rotation as well. So Tapion seems like he could be pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to checking him out, and that EZA comes out tomorrow. By the time this video is going up, the EZA will be out in just under 12 hours. I will be live, and yeah, we'll get him EZA'd and test him out over on the stream. And then the Trunks that gets his awakening and an EZA. So he gets an awakening with medals from the actual story event, and then he EZA's from an Extreme Z area. And his Extreme Z Awakening is relatively decent for a free-to-play character. He infinitely stacks attack, and then he raises defense for 1 turn on his super. He has a unit super, which infinitely stacks attack and greatly raises defense for 1 turn, as well as all attacks are guaranteed to be crits. And that means he basically gets the unit super when there's a Tapion in the same turn. So I guess, you know, you're going to run him on like the Movie Heroes team with this TEQ Tapion, I suppose. In terms of his passive, attack and defense 120, additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super, medium chance to crit, additional attack and defense 15% per Movie Heroes ally on the team, attacked enemies attack minus 20% for 2 turns, key 2, all allies defense 40% when there's an ally whose name includes Tapion on the team, or when there's a movie boss's enemy. So even without a Tapion against a movie boss's enemy, he's still providing 2 key and 40% defense to the team, which is quite nice. And then he gives attacked enemy defense minus 30% for 2 turns, key 2 and all allies attack when there's an ally whose name includes Tapion on the same turn, or a movie boss's enemy. So if there's a movie boss's enemy, he's getting both of those, right? So he's giving allies 4 key, 40% attack and defense against movie bosses specifically. So that is quite good. And obviously if there's a Tapion on the rotation, he's giving that full support buff as well, regardless of the enemy. So he seems pretty interesting for a free-to-play character. I guess the problem is his links kind of suck. In fact, I don't think he shares actually any links with the Tapion, which is kind of funny. Z-Fighter's Innocence, Royal Lineage, World Tournament Champion, Money, 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 Solid Support, Shattering the Limit. Oh no, they have Solid Support, there you go. So, attack 10% and all enemies defense 15%. Hero, Experienced Fighters, yeah, so they share one link, which is Solid Support, which is not really ideal, but then he is giving a bunch of support himself. I guess it's weird because both this guy and this TEQ Tapion on a Movie Heroes team, you're really just going to want them to be floating support units. So this guy having a Tapion on rotation with him is something that will be fairly uncommon. But of course, against a movie boss's enemy, he is getting that full passive active. So could certainly be interesting. He's on the Vegeta family team. So of course, like with the new Saiyan Day Vegeta, could be interesting for Vegeta's team on Global once we start getting those movie bosses red zone stages. But yeah, just a fairly okay, like decent enough free-to-play unit, but Tapion certainly seems very interesting. Like I say, make sure you've pre-farmed those medals if you want to, so you can get them awakened straight away. I'll be doing that all on the stream tomorrow morning, so hopefully I will see you guys there. There's not much else unless we get some more news in the game tomorrow to start off the week. Not much coming up for the rest of the week until we get to Friday, and that's when we get the 50% support EZA'S as well as a new Super Battle Road stage. I will be doing a video going over the support units in more detail and which ones are going to be worth potentially dropping some stones for, because the banners do give you 2 30 stone multis where you can pull one of the support units guaranteed, and some of them might be worth dropping some stones on before the anniversary, so I'll do a video going over that in more detail during the course of this week, as that will be out on Friday. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Are you looking forward to Tapion? Are you looking forward to the Sword of Hope Trunks? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.